Alright, here we go once again. I don't see England's navy blockading anymore. Still have plenty of ships to blow us up with, though. And they have no interest in making peace. So this is gonna have to wait a bit. We'll see if Poland decides to flip Ermland over to us. Otherwise, I don't think we're gonna get much out of that. Alright. Sure, why not? I'd like to take something off of England, but I don't think that's gonna happen this war. If only I could get to war with Scotland somehow. Be interesting if I could somehow fabricate a trade conflict on Connaught, even though I could not on Scotland. But I will have to wait until England gets bored of this war for that to happen. Almost there. A couple more months. Alright. I do want an embassy, but I don't have nearly the cash to build one at the moment anyway. Not really any interesting missions. I was considering allying Scotland, pre-landing all of my troops on Scotland, and then invading England from there. That could work. You've lost all your claims. That's unfortunate. The kind of the issue, though, is that France isn't going to be willing to help for quite a while, because they'll have their truce. Other thing I could do here is declare on Bohemia if France wants to help me with that. Oh, Regency Council. Of course, I forgot about that. Right. Still England? Okay. And lost the claim on Hamburg. Alright. Get that back. Not sure I'm going to be able to use it anytime soon, but... The other issue, of course, is Aragon. Without France's help, I can't fight England, Aragon, and Portugal all at the same time. Alright. Yep, you beat us, England. Good job. Okay. So... Well, I guess it's back to protecting trade for these guys. With that truce, I can't privateer the English Channel anymore. Oh, wow. I'm very close to getting an extra... Oh, that's with the privateers, though. Which I won't be able to have for another 5-6 years. Alright. France. Surprised you didn't already have access. Oh, I should improve relations with you. Bit cranky with that separate peace. But honoring the alliance increased trust. Separate peacing did not affect trust. Which means... oh, that's not a lot of military power. Okay, so... that means that trust value is growing, which may allow declaring war even on people who are not France's rivals. Have to check that. Alright. If France is willing to go to war with Bohemia, let's see. Would destabilize France. I wonder... no, you don't have a truce. Oh, it's probably good relations, though. Huh. Well, declaring war on the Hansa would bring these guys in anyway, though. So, if I check the Hansa, for example... really? Why would you be destabilized? Opinion map mode. No, not Bremen. Hans's opinion is fine. French opinion of the Hansa is 129. Okay. Right, so declaring war on anyone who France does not have high relations with, though, should work now, once they're done with their other war and are out of debt. So that's good. What next? Muscovy. Have a truce for another 6 years. Riga is allied with Poland. Poland could probably diplo-vassalize them. I'm going to fabricate a claim. If I end up going to war with Hansa, with France, then I can take that province at the same time. Other question is, when can I annex Bremen? About the same time that the truce with Muscovy ends. Well, I hope we get this province, because otherwise this war will have proven to be a huge waste as well. Mori! Yay! Alright, France. They can't finish their war because... probably length of war is a dumb modifier, but not much you can do. Are not able to land anything on England. England's navy is just too big, and the AI doesn't like going nuts with boat. And they don't build boats when they're in the middle of a war ever, as far as I can tell. And they won't build up their boats over their limit to deal with an enemy who is stronger than them. I gain the prestige here. I simply do not care about the papacy at all here. I just don't gain enough papal influence for it to matter. Well, I mean, if I can get the aggressive expansion with the Pope up enough, and then insult them, that'll give me what I need to enact the statute and restraint of appeals. Which I would definitely like to get, and Poland is not going to give that to us. Alright, well. This will probably be over soon enough anyway. I'm not going to bother separate piecing and annoying Poland. They better not get their Czech nationalism before we deal with this, because 100% additional coin cost is just disgusting over all of that land. It's bad enough when they just have their core provinces, but getting the Burgundian inheritance on top of that, it's just cruel. If I were to declare on you... Oh, we're allied in a war. Alright. Actually... Well, it's probably a bit late to take advantage of that, though. You know what, though? I might just want to risk it. Well, France don't like the Hanses so much anymore. We'll go with that then. Improve relations with Bremen for now. So the thing to pay attention here is to ally whoever is not allied to Bohemia, whichever elector is not allied to Bohemia, that is. So Trier and Brandenburg. Brunswick, Frankfurt, and Austria. So if I pull in... Yeah, I'll have to ally both of these guys in order to dismantle the HRE then. Brandenburg seems like a pretty reasonable ally, though, all things considered. They're already allied with Poland, so... And they're friendly. Is this the center of trade? No. They're also small enough that I might be able to diplo-vassal them once I get closer. And the empire no longer exists, of course. That will put me over my diplomatic relations limit, of course. So I'll wait to do that until I'm ready to declare. Trier, you're willing. You're also willing. Okay. Oh, I might need to improve relations here. No? Okay. They're probably trying to full annex the Teutonic Order. That's why this is taking so long. Although, what are they even doing? They're not actually trying to siege Magdeburg, because Magdeburg is already full sieged. But they still... Magdeburg won't white peace with them or something. So they can't actually get the full annexation. And this only started 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm gonna separate peace here, because 3 years, I'd rather have 3 years of decreased autonomy. Poland could deal with it. Alright. Oh, that means I do actually probably have time, because they'll also have to siege Anhalt. But then I'd be fighting the Hansa as well. Whatever, I'll just leave it. Alright. Do I want to take this now? Wait, how are you? I keep this in mind. I'm gonna take this now and go into religious, just because I want the good events. Religious has a lot of plus stab events. I'll just improve relations with Novgorod for now. What I'm thinking here is I'll punch out Burgundy and then feed all of Burgundy's cores back to them from Bohemia. Say something about not having a level 1. Well, I'm making enough money about that I don't really care at this point. Okay. Gonna be behind on this military tech, but I think 8 is the last one that's really important in terms of tactics for a few picks. So I can afford to be a tad late on it. Especially since I think this big war that's coming up is mostly going to be fought by my allies. Alright, England. Oh, they lost their alliances. That's very good. What I'll try and do here is fabricate a trade conflict, ally Scotland, and get a foothold in England. I can fight them on my own without their allies there to back them up. I think Muscovy can be left alone for a while. They're not... Muscovy is already broken, essentially. Novgorod is their big, easy target early in the game that has a bunch of land that's all the same culture, all the same religion as them. Yeah, their force limit is 20, and they're getting... Well, they're fighting the Golden Horde. They're winning. But even that doesn't help them that much because all of this land is Sunni. and going to be revolting on them constantly. You can see here it's making them almost no money, almost no manpower. It's essentially worthless to them, although they do have religious. Okay, France. France is basically going to do nothing more here. They're just going to sit waiting for England to finally peace out. So Poland would join, even though they're already fighting. France, I'm going to have to wait until they're finished their other war. There's too many other modifiers there. We'll keep improving relations with Novgorod. Okay. Army tradition, general hiring is based on army tradition, but only in steps of 20 army traditions, so 0 to 20, anywhere in there, and it doesn't really matter. You're going to get the same class of generals, as far as I can tell. No religious wars yet. Getting close on this, but I'm still gonna hold off. What's my inflation? Oh, it's fine. Tempted to go up to the level 2 advisor just to get the points. I also want an embassy though, so I'll save for that. Come on, England. Oh, Austria is fighting Bohemia. Oh, come on, again? What? What is this? How much? Oh, I have a ton of war exhaustion. I can deal with it. Okay. Oh, you vassalized the Teutons. Alright. Well, this is good in a way. Gives me more trust. Byzantine influx. Cheaper technology. See? Glad I waited. Now I have cheaper diplomatic technology. But again, I'm not really planning on doing anything here. Yeah, Poland has plenty of troops to just walk all over these guys. Do I want any of this land immediately? Don't think so. Oh, wow, Pomerania. That's pretty aggressive. What do people think of you? People hate you. Well, yeah, no kidding. The AI, especially in the HRE, was not really taught how to deal with the enormous increase in aggressive expansion in recent patches. I guess it makes the HRE a bit more dynamic, at least. Yeah, There's nothing I really am interested in here aside from the Pomeranian capital, but that I'm not getting that, obviously, so... Going to be interested in piecing out of this as soon as possible again. See, again, this makes no sense for them to want me in the war still, but... oh well. I'll let my war exhaustion and autonomy tick down some more. Oh, geez, England. England has no way of winning this war, and France has no way of getting onto England. It doesn't make sense for either country to remain at war here, really. Go away. I don't want to pay my troops. Expensive. Rude. See, what was that even about? You without a leader. Or you can go fight Poland. Right? Have fun. No, I'm gonna go up to this guy anyway. Not needing to fight. And I want those points. Regretting switching onto admin now that I have a 651 leader. But what you gonna do? Wait a second. If I declare now, would Bohemia even join the war? I still would. Only barely, though. That's worth keeping in mind. It might be worth going after the personal union over Bavaria. Alright, France is finally done. Very, very close, France. What's this? Admin tech is just a little ways off, but I don't care. I want my whole war. Not that I'm going to be able to use it for a while, but I want it anyway. Very good. Wow, they still want me in this war. You're nuts.